Good morning, little dreamers. High on a sunny hill in the wide Australian bush, there was a cozy little homestead with a red tin roof. And in that homestead lived a kind and curious girl named Matilda. She had 2 brown plates, bright red gumboots, and a heart as warm as morning sunshine. Today, something very mysterious was about to begin. When Matilda skipped outside to feed the chickens, she stopped and gasped. All the washing was already hung neatly on the line, flapping gently in the breeze. "But I was going to do that," she said, scratching her head. Who could have hung up every shirt and sock so tidily, so early, before anyone else was even awake? How very strange indeed. Matilda ran to ask her Nan, who was stirring porridge in the kitchen. "Nan, did you hang the washing?" she asked. Nan smiled and shook her head. "Not me, Possum. I've only just woken up myself." Matilda looked out the window at the tidy line and the quiet gum trees. A little mystery was growing, and Matilda dearly loved a good mystery. The very next morning, another surprise was waiting. The whole vegetable garden had been watered, and the carrots and pumpkins stood in neat little rows. Tiny footprints wandered between the plants, but Matilda could not tell who they belonged to. "Someone is helping us," she whispered. "But who? And why won't they let us say thank you?" Matilda decided she would solve the mystery once and for all. She found her little notebook and a stubby pencil, and she drew a picture of every clue: wet garden, tidy washing, tiny footprints near the old gum tree. "A good detective follows the clues," she said proudly. So off she went, tiptoeing toward the trees to look for more. Following the little footprints, Matilda came to a grand old gum tree with twisty branches, and there, curled in a warm burrow at its roots, was a round, sleepy brown wombat. His paws were dusty, as if he had been digging and working all night long. "Hello there," said Matilda softly. The wombat opened one eye and gave a shy little yawn. "My name is Matilda," she said gently. "Were you the one helping at our homestead?" The wombat, whose name was Wobbie, looked down at his dusty paws and turned a little pink under his fur. Before he could answer, a cheeky laugh rang out from above. "Ha ha ha!" It was a kookaburra, watching from a high branch with a twinkle in his eye. The kookaburra had a bright blue tip on his wing, and his name was Kooka. "You're a clever one, Matilda," he chuckled. "But the secret isn't ready to be told just yet." With a flick of his wings, he swooped off through the trees. "Wait," called Matilda, "please tell me." But Kooka only laughed again and disappeared into the golden afternoon. Just then, a tiny ringtail possum with enormous shining eyes scurried past, carrying a little woven basket of berries. "Excuse me," said Matilda, but the possum, whose name was Pip, was far too busy and shy. He vanished into a hollow log in the blink of an eye. Matilda smiled. Her bush was full of secret little helpers, and she was determined to learn their story. That night, Matilda did something very brave. She wrapped herself in a snug blanket and hid quietly behind the water tank, watching the moonlit yard. The stars twinkled. An owl hooted softly. Matilda's eyes grew heavy, but she stayed awake, waiting and watching. And then, just past midnight, she heard the soft pitter-patter of little feet coming closer through the dark. Out from the shadows they came, Wobbie the wombat, Pip the possum, a fluffy gray koala named Murray, and Kooka flying above. Quietly and kindly, they began to work. Wobbie watered the garden, Pip gathered eggs into his basket, Murray swept the porch with a leafy branch. They helped without a sound, never asking for a single thank you. Matilda's heart felt warm and full. "It was you all along," she whispered, stepping softly into the moonlight. The animals froze, a little frightened, ready to run away. But Matilda knelt down low and smiled her kindest smile. "Please don't be scared," she said. "I only want to understand. Why have you been helping my family so secretly, night after night?" Kooka, the kookaburra, landed beside her and spoke gently. "Don't you remember, Matilda? Last summer, when the creek dried up, you carried buckets of water to the thirsty bush every single day. You freed Pip when he was tangled in the fence. You shared your apples when our trees were bare. You helped us when we needed it most." "So all winter," Kooka went on, "we made a quiet promise to each other. We would help your family in return, a little each night, just as you had helped us." Matilda felt tears of happiness shine in her eyes. She had almost forgotten those small kindnesses, but the animals had never forgotten. Kindness, it seemed, always finds its way home again. "You are the most wonderful friends in the whole wide bush," said Matilda, wrapping her arms gently around sleepy Wobbie. "But friends don't have to hide. Helping is even nicer when we do it together, out in the open, side by side." The animals looked at one another, and slowly, one by one, their shy faces broke into the happiest of smiles. The next day, Matilda had a plan of her own. She and Nan baked golden honey biscuits and laid out a grand picnic on a checkered blanket beneath the old gum tree. There were berries for Pip, fresh leaves for Murray, sweet roots for Wobbie, and a shiny seed cake for Kooka. "A thank you feast," Matilda announced, "for my mysterious helpers." At first, the animals were shy, peeking out from behind the trees. But when they saw Matilda waving them over with such joy, they couldn't resist. Wobbie waddled to the blanket, Pip bounced down from his log, Murray climbed slowly from his tree, and Kooka swooped down with a happy laugh. Together, they shared the very first feast of many. From that day on, Matilda and her bush friends helped each other every single day, not in secret, but together, laughing in the sunshine. They watered the garden as a team, gathered the eggs as a team, and watched the sunset over the hills as a team. The little homestead had never been so happy or so full of friendship. And do you know the most special thing Matilda learned? When you are kind to others, that kindness never truly disappears. It travels quietly out into the world And one day, when you least expect it, it comes gently back to you, sometimes from the most surprising and mysterious of friends. Kindness given is always kindness returned. So as the stars came out over the cozy little homestead, Matilda snuggled into bed with a heart full of happiness. "Good night, Wobbie. Good night, Pip. Good night, Murray and Kooka," she whispered. And outside, the gentle bush whispered good night right back. Sweet dreams, little dreamers. Be kind, be brave, and we will see you again very soon.